What's up, everybody? It's a Blue Drake, and today we're going to be taking another look at World of Guns. You guys liked the original video on the AK-47 so much and were so enthusiastic about it, I figured it would be a good idea to do the next weapon in the series, the Colt 1911. So, today we're going to be looking at the internals of the Colt 1911, stripping the entire thing, and then even taking it out to the shooting range to fire at some targets. So, let's get straight to it and start field stripping this puppy. Now, the M1911 is a handgun with a long military history. It was built in 1911, hence the name, by John Browning, and has seen action in World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnamese War, and in non-standard use, it's been seen in the Persian Gulf War, war in Afghanistan, and even the Iraq War. Now here's the gun just field stripped. This is what you would do if you're out in the field and you just want to clean it. However, what we're going to do next is completely disassemble this gun piece by piece all the way down to its individual factory components. So let's get started tearing this sucker completely apart. Now, in terms of factory production, during its service, 2.7 million of these handguns were produced, and with each weighing roughly 3 pounds, if you were to pile these all into a truck, it would weigh about as much as a football stadium. The weapon hosts a standard 7-round magazine and fires .45 caliber ammunition, but it can be modified to fire .22 caliber ammunition. However, these weapons that were modified were primarily used for training purposes. Despite these rare modifications, the Browning's basic design has seen very little change throughout its production life. This means that the initial designs of the Browning were so good that it stayed in official service for over 3 wars with little to no change in its construction. However, by the late 1970s, the M1911 was becoming obsolete. So under political pressure from Congress, the U.S. Air Force ran a special program to select the new standard semi-automatic pistol for the U.S. military. This new handgun needed to be reliable and fire NATO standard 9mm rounds. So after many trials, the natural successor to the M1911 became the Beretta 92 S1 handgun. Now, if you know the M1911, you absolutely know the Beretta. Both handguns are heralded as probably some of the best firearms ever made, especially in America, and if anything, they're probably also the most prevalent handguns ever made. So, if you guys like this video series, hopefully I'll also be able to do a video of the Beretta. So, rant over, here is the M1911 completely taken apart to its factory components. Let's move along and see how all these parts work in tandem to have the gun fire and function properly. So here's the M1911 in all its fully constructed glory. I can do a cutaway of the handgun, so when we start firing off some rounds, you can see how all the internals work together. As always, the entire weapon is fully interactable with the mouse, meaning you can click each little button and switch to see what they do. But enough of that, let's fire off some rounds. Now, to get a better idea of how this weapon works, let's go into slow motion. Now, as you can see, every time the trigger is pulled, the complex trigger assembly releases the hammer, which strikes the pin, which engages the primer on the back of each bullet. Each time the weapon is fired, the explosive force of the round itself recharges the gun, pushing back the hammer and allowing a new bullet to be chambered. And the process recycles to allow fully semi-automatic operation. But that's enough of that noise. Let's see how this gun performs on the shooting range. So here we are at the shooting range. We are going to shoot at some targets and see how this gun handles in hand. All right. So here we go, got our Colt, gonna shoot some bullets. Only a few left. And And, of course, I have to reload for the last one. Ah, so close. Let's try that again. Except this time, we're going to have a new setup. Reload, reload, reload. Ah, balls. Anybody else? Reload, 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 reload. Ah, missed it. Damn. I'm gonna miss that one. Balls. And there we are. Pretty sure that's all the ammo I have left. Awesome. So that was pretty fun. I think we're going to stop there for today. But if you like this video, be sure to share and or subscribe. That helps out more than you know. And if you want to see more of this, be sure to tell me in the comments below. Until next time, this has been BlueJake42, and I love you.